Today we're talking YouTube with a YouTuber named Trini Style with Dinesh. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to have you.
You know, I have been looking forward to this.
Yeah?
Yes, I have, because I know I was watching some of your content and doing such a great job. And congratulations on your 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Oh,
because
hey, thank you.
even the last video they did with Mr. Harry, you know, he said it was just short about 20 to make it 10,000.
Yes.
So when I go back and I watch, I say, congratulations.
Yeah,
man.
thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
so thinking about your YouTube journey, you joined YouTube on the 27th of June 2013. And
Yes.
you posted the first video sometime like around September 2013.
Yeah.
Since then, you've posted 127 videos and grown your channel to almost 4,000 subscribers and 1 million views. So congratulations to you.
Thanks.
I look forward so much to talking about YouTube strategy, monetization, and how you go about promoting your videos, right? So before we get started on all that good stuff, tell me a little bit about what inspired you to start posting content on YouTube back in 2013.
Since the start of social media, I was always fascinated by social media, right? You know, we started with Facebook and then we went to WhatsApp, and YouTube was there. And then I decided to take a bigger step into YouTube because I consider it a wider platform for social media content. So I decided to do it when what happened at the time we had a TASA group, and I also wanted to highlight the TASA group at the time, because if you would have noticed, my first video would have been a TASA video. Yeah, so you know, the boys were very young and they have become very successful as well.
Okay, you active in that TASA group as well?
I don't play the TASA, I'm just their manager. Also, I'm the dad of two of them. Two of my boys play with the group, and the next 3 of them are my nephews.
Yeah, you're doing, I was looking at your videos, as I mentioned before you came here, and you're doing a great job. You, your family, your wife, Vidya, the boys, and this cultural aspect in terms of showcasing Trinidad and Tobago. I look like about 4 of your videos back to back. Mm-hmm. And every one of them, they have this strategic start showcasing Trinidadian food. And yeah. I'm feeling for that right now.
Well, food, as you would have noticed in our last videos, all our videos, food is always a number one for us. The whole family loves to cook. They love to eat. I mean, if you want to eat, you have to cook. You know, so we always into the food. So that's why we decided to highlight and showcase food. We also like to go and do little travel tours and, you know, around the island. But be seeing that we have 3 babies in the home right now. I am now a grandfather, and then I have a little newborn niece, and I have a year and a half old niece as well. So they kind of have us inside right now. So that's why most of the videos right now is just home videos.
And people responding remarkably well to the food content that you're all doing.
Yeah. I guess if somebody said they don't like food, something wrong.
I guess that's the one thing that brings us all together.
Yeah, food. And, you know, the cultural aspect of the food and the wide range of food that you could cook. We even touch on that as it. We even touch nothing as it, because there's so much that we want to do, but time is limited for everybody. So
yeah, bit by bit you're doing it. And what type of, you know, as a content creator, we were talking before we started the recording about your posting schedule. What type of posting schedules have you experimented with, and what are you getting the best results from?
Well, to be honest, I'm now starting. Usually once we do a video, I just upload it. But I started to kind of try and schedule. I wanted to post 2 videos per week, but right now I'm only doing just like 1 video. You know, and just looking at the views and when you go into YouTube Studio and look at the time that your viewers on and all these kind of things. So I'm trying to work with that for now.
And what did you find was happening like when you're posting 2 videos?
When you post 2 videos back to back, like maybe 2 days apart, the views was not as much as when you post 1 video. Apparently, I think that when you post 2 videos, like you post it 2 days apart, they'll watch the one that is most recent, and the one before that might be lagged a little bit behind. It will get the views, but it will take longer.
Yes. Yeah.
Take longer.
Yeah. And there's this kind of this fine balance between, you know, consistency, showing up once a week. And I think once a week, particularly if your videos may be longer than like about, let's say, 30 minutes, is that kind of sweet spot. You're right.
I try to go for a 30-minute, maybe 45 minutes for the most. Most of my videos range from 30 to 40 minutes around there.
And how long it took you to hit that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is what you need to hit to qualify for YouTube monetization?
I did hit the 4,000 in the early stages because with the Tasa videos, if you go back and check, you'll see it have a great amount of views in it. And then I stopped posting for some time, and it's only now, we start back posting, so it kind of come back online again.
Right. And were you able to? I mean, I want to save the monetization for a little bit later, right? So we'll come back to the monetization in a bit. But just to get it out of the way, you weren't monetized.
No.
And you're approaching the million views, and you had a little bit of struggle in terms of like being a content creator from Trinidad and Tobago and just kind of establishing the pathway in terms of getting monetized. So I'll come back to that at the end of the conversation because I know it's something I struggled with, and a number of different content creators have had challenges with it. So we will talk to it. I want to remind the listener, or mention to the listener, that I will include links to Dinesh's channels and all his other social media account before the recording. You mentioned that your wife also has a Facebook.
We have a Facebook page by the name of Viz Kitchen. That's our business page, which is a fast food. I should say fast food, yes, because it's barbecue and fried chicken we're dealing with.
Okay, great. So we coming back to all that. And I'm kind of curious, when we fast forward, because we were talking about 2013, and now we fast forward into 2023. And I'm kind of curious as to what goals have you established for your YouTube channel? Whether there's a distinction in terms of, is this fun? Is it a business? How do you look at it?
I never really considered it a business. That is one of the reasons why in the earlier stages when I had the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers, I really didn't look forward to monetizing. Didn't interest me because I didn't use it as a business really. I just use it for fun, as you say. I always like people to see what we're doing, especially with the Tasa group. And now we come to the cooking and the little tours around the island. So I just want people to see it and for just to bring Trinidad. It's already on the map, but bring out probably the better side of Trinidad and Tobago.
And you're doing a good job showcasing the better side of Trinidad and Tobago. If we would, so you weren't ready to take up with the YouTube monetization, but I'm kind of curious because remember, and I'm considering the person who's listening to this recording, and they have a small business. And they're wondering, okay, I'm not necessarily interested in hitting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, but I'm interested in what YouTube and social media could do even for my offline business, things like the Vids Kitchen and other business ventures that you may be into. So can you talk about, like what are some of the benefits you've enjoyed in terms of like a proxy, like, hey, I'm not thinking about YouTube, I'm not thinking about monetization, but this is what it has done for our business and the benefits along those lines.
Well, Facebook to start with, when me and Viz now started the business, it was just like, it was very, very small. It didn't have the social media at that time. And just after that is when Facebook can come in, which was about 2011 so. Right? And Facebook has helped us a lot. Facebook helped us a lot because advertising and just keep advertising, just keep posting your stuff. And when I say advertising, I don't mean to go on Facebook and boost any posts or anything like that. We never did that. It's just promoting the stuff all the time. Because that has helped us a lot.
And I'm glad you touched on that Facebook boosting. I have spoken to a number of small businesses, even other content creators who talk about investing in Facebook ads. And I was surprised to hear a buddy of mine say the other day that about $1,000 that they're spending on ads.
Plenty.
That is plenty money,
We never boosted our page. Our page right now is over 26,000 followers.
And what sort of content you're sharing on the Facebook page, which I'll also share in the show notes?
Just our food that we sell.
Pictures of the food, videos
Pictures of the food, videos of the food. Sometime I may inject a YouTube video as well in the page.
All right, fascinated, man.
So that kind of helps my YouTube channel as well.
Yeah. Great to hear what you all accomplishing. Let's kind of swing the conversation to gear, because content creators are always curious in terms, and some people like to think about the better gear you have, the better videos that you're going to make. So I'm kind of curious to hear what gear you're using to film your videos.
This is what I use. This is
what you're showing me here right now?
Samsung Note 10
A Samsung Note 10. You're
Plus.
recording all your videos. No external microphone.
No external, but I have a gimbal for it. And I also have the GoPro 11.
And when it comes to editing your videos?
I edit all my videos on my phone.
So were you able to transfer your GoPro footage to your phone and do your editing?
Yeah. If I use the GoPro, I could transfer it to this and edit on this.
You know,
And look, I have my laptop here. I don't even use it. This laptop I just bring it for you today because
along the lines of the monetization conversation.
Yeah, everything is on the phone.
Fantastic. There was a part of me in the early days that I thought, I need to have a fancy camera because the better my camera is, the better my videos are going to be. And look at the reach.
And Vidya has the S20 Ultra, which is the camera is perfect. And I don't use it. I still use this.
So if you had to, so you have the gimbal, you have the phone, the GoPro, you're editing all your footage on all your videos on your phones.
Yeah.
Your wife also, I guess, taking pictures for the business for Vid's
but
Kitchen.
I notice when like say she records a part with her phone and I record and I have to join that two footage together, it is blurred at sometimes. I don't know why.
The footage itself is blurred. Even though it's showing up clean on her phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But once I edit it and put it together, the images don't match.
Okay. So it could be something with the editing software and codecs. What editing software are you using on your phone?
Viva Video Pro.
Viva Video Pro.
Yeah. That's I had bought this some time ago.
Okay. Something that you purchased.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Why?
It does a good job.
Yes, doing that because I'm looking at your videos on the smart TV there today and enjoying the quality. I can't say I had any particular lack in terms of the visual quality and the audio.
I had one video that I did. That was the last Quivers video that I did, and I wasn't too satisfied with the quality because again we switched up with the with her camera, my camera, and it was showing good on the phone. But when it went on the TV, it wasn't showing it blurry.
So do you take down that video?
I leave it. It was a nice video.
Did the viewers in the comment section complain about the quality?
No, I didn't say anything.
It is a fascinating thing in Dinesh. I will be recording videos and there are little things that you will irk you and disturb you as the content creator, and you realize the viewers
just normal.
They just hop. You know why? Look, as I say, looking at your videos, I really try to picture myself as particularly as a Trini based Awi. And you're looking at a Saturday morning lime in the shed. Kitchen.
I gave out my number some time ago, and the amount of calls and messages, mostly from people. We got some local one as well, but people in Queens, New York, people in Florida, people in Miami, Philippines, calls, numerous amount of calls.
And this idea of building a community, we hear it so much. We hear about the YouTube algorithm. I have watched countless videos on the YouTube algorithm and trying to figure out what the algorithm is. And I'd love to hear your take in terms of how, because let me backtrack to something I mentioned to you. I mentioned to you that in October 2022, you posted a video called Miara Run. Now the channel is always enjoyed significant views, but there seems to be a kind of change in the trajectory in terms of, I feel like everything, that's me looking at the views in particular, right? Mm-hmm. Everything that you've posted since then is enjoying consistently a high number of views. Yeah. What would you, in terms of the work that you're doing, is there something that you could attribute that, there's something about my strategy that I changed in the background, whether it is I started focusing on shout outs that I was doing, whether it is I started responding more to YouTube comments?
I think people like the family oriented videos. You see, the family oriented videos does attract family oriented viewers as well. People with the family, some of them, they might want to they might not even want to comment because they choose a private life, and they would not want to even comment on their video for their name to even show up. But they will message me instead and even send a picture for me of their family because, this one person sent a picture of their whole family, wife, mother, grandchildren, everything, and saying that, Dinesh, we seen you on YouTube, we seen your whole family, so we want you to meet our family. They're not public people, they're private people, and they send the video. With that's trust.
Yes.
Yeah, they trust me to send that video for me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. It is I seen this for the content creator here. It's so interesting when you decide to create content that you almost set up this framework of what I stand for.
Yeah.
I am into what is family vlogs. Now people could be in family vlogs that have different flavors, but it's what makes you unique.
True.
You have your flavor, and it's not to say that someone else who's doing a particular thing that they're wrong. That's just their stance,
that's just their style,
that they have. And the earlier that you establish that as a content creator, I think the better for you.
Yeah.
Because I have certain, like you, I would have certain a framework or a stand. The word that they would tend to use for it now is you have a brand.
Mm-hmm.
This is the brand. This is Dinesh's brand and his family, what they stand for. And I have always kind of at times tried to blur the lines. And sometimes it could kind of throw off the even someone left a comment on my channel recently where I posted a video and they say this video kind of different from the rest. And I know they were sending a signal to me indirectly that
now most of your videos with Mr. Bata, I enjoy those videos. When that tragedy came across, I felt it for a few days as well, because from your videos, I particularly was grown very close to Mr. Bata.
Amazing.
I feel like it was somebody, I never met him personally, but it felt like somebody I have known and have a connection with. And it was very sad.
In line with this conversation we having with brand and what you stand for, is amazing that in his own way, he never held the camera.
No.
But in his own way, he was a content creator and he was very clear about what he stands for. I am about adventure, survival. And when is really important. I wish I had a clearer vision of, you see, like when you started back in 2013, I was randomly posting things from around 2008. But I didn't have a very clear vision of what I stand for.
Yeah.
All right, let's swing the conversation to, we've spoken about community, people reaching out to you, sharing your phone number. In terms of taking care of our community through the comment section, responding to phone calls, because here's what. Let me deal with me first so you'll get an idea of where I'm taking it, right? When you start off and you're building a community, you're building an audience, you're responding to messages, phone calls, it is exciting. It's still exciting for me, but it becomes a little bit more challenging as it gets bigger.
Yeah.
As a content creator, along the lines of burnout and building a community, anything stands out as particularly challenging for you?
To be honest, Lyndon, nothing at the time. I have the time for it. My two boys are big. My two boys are 25 years and 19 years old. I have a business that is well kept, I should say. So I have the time for it. No challenges.
So what would you describe then as your greatest joy in terms of working with a community? You mentioned the families that reach out to you, the private. What stands out?
Just they reaching out to me is a joy by itself. Just to know that, you could be in the comfort of your home or your bedroom or whatever, and it have people who will be calling you from all over the world where you have never even been. So that alone is a joy, and hearing their enjoyment and looking at your family and your videos is very fantastic. It's extremely, I must say, it's a proud moment then when those things happen.
Thanks so much for sharing that with me, because it's an encouragement to me too. I have struggled at different times in terms of, you're happy for the messages, but then, kind of managing it.
Yeah.
It has, I don't want to describe it as a burden, but it has become hard at times, even where I had to make kind of partially the decision to come off of WhatsApp. And that has just been my experience. I mean, I look forward to joining it. I just know my mind is not a place where I could handle it as well as I was maybe a little bit earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Dinesh. So let's talk monetization, because you've gone on since 2013 and you were having a little bit of challenges in terms of getting your channel monetized. And if you could just kind of describe, hopefully we sorted that out this morning, But what was some of the stumbling blocks when it came to YouTube monetization, particularly, that you were struggling with? And if you could just kind of recap that for us,
Well,
and then we'll talk about some of the solutions that the content creator could follow.
I started to actually apply to AdSense and to get the channel monetized maybe late last year or so. At was the first stage in the AdSense, and then the second stage where I had to enter my address and things like and phone number. I wasn't getting the option. It wasn't coming up at all. I tried many different ways, and that is when I decided to give you a call.
Yeah, and thanks very much for reaching out. So what I'll do is I'll recap some of the steps that we covered this morning, and we'll close off the conversation after this. When it comes to YouTube monetization, I have two videos on this on monetization on my YouTube channel. I'll put the links in the show notes. For the content creator who's listening and struggling with YouTube monetization, you have two different services that you need to think about. You have YouTube, which is where you make edit your videos, and you have AdSense, which Dinesh just mentioned. AdSense is the accountant, keeping track of the revenue that comes in and issuing payments. What happened in Dinesh's case was when he went into AdSense, he couldn't select Trinidad and Tobago as a partner country. And what we had to do, we were looking for options. Now, I just want to point out that I have done something like this through Google Play from my parents, but I wasn't able to pull it off for you for some reason. So what we had to do, because we couldn't enter a Trinidad and Tobago based address, we had to create a separate Gmail account or Google account for Dinesh, list the country as Trinidad and Tobago, register it with AdSense, and then link that AdSense account to the YouTube account. Because when you sign up for AdSense, which is a Google service, you have to enter an address and you get a publisher ID. So you have to, there's some navigation tabs on the left-hand side of the screen and to the top of the screen if you're logged into AdSense. You have to play around with them. You have to be looking for things like your publisher ID. I can't describe all of them because by the time you're listening to this recording, it may have changed as well. So looking back on your journey, Dinesh, knowing all that you know right now, if you had to go back to 2013 and you're starting up a YouTube channel with all your knowledge right now, what are some of the things that you would do differently?
Probably to post a little more often and keep track. Keep posting, because I there was a delay where I wasn't posting for some time, and it wasn't, I don't know, I just wasn't creating content to put on YouTube. So I've recently started back, and I think I'm going to continue.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see where this journey takes you. And I'm excited to even have you on the show again in the future, maybe to talk about specific aspects of, like when you post a YouTube video, does it stop there? Are you doing things in the background to promote that video?
Yes, it doesn't stop there because when I post a video, I also post it on my Facebook page, which has a good following. Then our Vids Kitchen page has about 26,000 followers. I posted there at not all the videos. I'll post some of the videos there, and also the Nissan Navara Club. I'm the vice president of the Nissan Navara Club. So we have 2 WhatsApp groups with about over 200 people in each one, 200 members in each one. So I posted there as well. And I have done videos with the Navara Club as well, when we meet and stuff like that. So
I've seen
the
that.
guys, they look forward to it.
Yeah, I need to talk to you about time management because you're doing all these things and you're telling me that, I have something to do, man.
That's why I said, Lyndon, I have the time because I'm the vice president of the Navara Club. We have a Ramlila group, First Felicity Ramlila. I think I heard you and Sana was talking about Ramlila some time ago. Yeah, so we have a Ramlila group, which I'm the vice president as well. We have a community group in Felicity where I'm the vice president there as well.
So if you are interested in Trinidad and Tobago food, culture, I strongly encourage you to go and check out Trini Style with Dinesh. All the links are in the show notes. In closing, is there anything else we haven't spoken about YouTube that you would like to cover, or you think we hit all the bases, Dinesh?
We hit most of it. But right now, YouTube is my thing because I don't even watch TV again. I don't watch no Netflix, nothing. It's just YouTube, and I like to support the content creators.
Yes.
Maybe a view, I like a comment, it goes a long way.
Yeah, you do a good job at that, and great job with your subscribers and building community. The 4 videos I was looking at, you're shouting out people in your videos. I think that goes a long way when people hear, you know, they hear the name.
Who doesn't like to hear the name?
They say that's the best song in the whole world, you know. Who doesn't like to hear the name? So that's wonderful. And in the community tab recently, you're featuring subscribers that you bounce up as well. So great job. And I really appreciate you coming here and sharing all this wonderful knowledge on your personal experience with YouTube, promotion, your business, and to remind the listener that the links are in the show notes. See you in the next episode.